The 2001 1-cent coin with the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and "United States of America" is officially known as the Lincoln Memorial cent. This coin was part of the long-running Lincoln cent series, first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birth anniversary of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. The obverse, a front of the 2001 cent, features Lincoln's right-facing portrait, a design created by Lithuanian-American sculptor Victor David Brenner. Above Lincoln's head appears the national motto, "In God We Trust," while the word "Liberty" is inscribed to the left of his portrait, and the year 2001 appears to the right, along with a mint mark if present. The reverse back displays the iconic Lincoln Memorial Building, designed by Frank Gasparro, with "United States of America" at the top, "E pluribus unum" above the memorial, and 1 cent boldly written at the bottom. A special detail of this reverse design is that Lincoln's statue can actually be seen between the columns of the memorial, making it one of the few U.S. coins to depict the same person on both sides. The 2001 Lincoln cent was minted at 3 United States mint facilities: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D mint mark; and San Francisco, S mint mark for proof coins. The Philadelphia and Denver coins were struck for general circulation, while San Francisco produced proof coins for collectors, which have a mirror-like background and frosted design elements. In 2001, billions of cents were produced, reflecting the heavy demand for small change in everyday transactions at the time. The composition of the 2001 cent is 97.5% zinc with a thin 2.5% copper plating, a metallic structure adopted in 1982 to reduce rising copper costs. Each coin weighs 2.5 grams, has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters, and a plain edge. Because of its zinc core, the coin is lightweight and can sometimes show signs of corrosion or bubbling if the copper plating becomes damaged. Historically, the Lincoln Memorial reverse was used from 1959 until 2008, making the 2001 cent part of the final decade of this classic. Designed before it was replaced in 2009 by special bicentennial designs commemorating Lincoln's life stages. Although the 2001 penny is common and typically worth only face value in circulated condition, uncirculated coins with strong red luster, often called red or RD by collectors, can carry a small premium. High-grade examples graded MS-67 or higher by professional grading services are more valuable due to their rarity in near-perfect condition. The 2001 S proof coins are also collectible, especially those in deep cameo condition, with strong contrast between the frosted, portrait, and mirrored fields. From a numismatic perspective, collectors sometimes look for mint errors in 2001 cents, such as off-center strikes, double dies, broad strikes, or plating errors. While no extremely famous major error, variety is widely known for 2001. Compared to some earlier years, minor doubling or strike anomalies can increase value depending on condition. Overall, the 2001 Lincoln Memorial cent represents a modern continuation of one of America's most recognized and longest-running coin designs, combining patriotic inscriptions, presidential tribute, and everyday utility in a small but historically meaningful piece of currency. The 1989 1-cent coin bearing the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and "United States of America" is officially part of the Lincoln Memorial cent series. This design honors Abraham Lincoln, whose portrait appears on the obverse front of the coin. Lincoln became the first real historical figure to appear on a regular issue United States circulating coin when the cent was redesigned in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of his birth. The obverse portrait used in 1989 was originally created by sculptor Victor David Brenner, and it shows Lincoln facing right. Above his head is the national motto, "In God We Trust," while "Liberty" appears to the left of his image and the date, 1989, appears to the right, along with a mint mark if applicable. The reverse back design features the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., created by U.S. mint engraver Frank Gasparro. At the top of the reverse is "United States of America," with E pluribus unum above the memorial and 1 cent at the bottom. A remarkable feature of this reverse design is that the statue of Lincoln can be seen seated inside the memorial between the columns, meaning Lincoln appears on both sides of the coin. The 1989 Lincoln cent was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver with a D mint mark; and San Francisco with an S mint mark for proof coins. Philadelphia and Denver coins were produced for everyday circulation and were struck in very large quantities, totaling billions of pieces combined. The San Francisco Mint produced proof versions specially made for collectors. These coins have a mirror-like background and sharply detailed frosted designs. In terms of composition, the 1989 cent is made of 97.5% zinc with a thin outer layer of 2.5% copper plating. This composition was introduced in mid-1982 due to rising copper prices and remained standard for decades. The coin weighs 2.5 grams, measures 19.05 millimeters in diameter, and has a plain edge. From a collector's perspective, the 1989 penny is considered common in circulated grades and typically carries only face value. However, uncirculated coins with full original red mint luster, classified as red or RD, can be worth slightly more, especially in high mint state grades such as MS66 or MS67 proof. Coins from San Francisco are also collectible, particularly those graded as deep cameo or ultra cameo for their strong contrast between frosted devices and mirrored fields. Error varieties sometimes found for 1989 cents include doubled dies, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, and plating blisters caused by issues with the copper coating over the zinc core. While no extremely rare or famous major variety defines the year, well-preserved examples in high condition are still valued by serious collectors. The 1989 Lincoln cent belongs to the final decades of the Lincoln Memorial Reverse era, which lasted from 1959 until 2008. This period represents one of the longest continuous reverse designs in U.S. coin history. As such, the 1989 issue reflects both everyday American commerce and a lasting tribute to Abraham Lincoln's legacy. Though small in size and modest in face value, the coin carries historical, patriotic, and cultural significance, making it an enduring and recognizable symbol of United States currency. The 2001 cent coin with the inscriptions "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and "United States of America" is officially known as the Lincoln Memorial cent. This coin continues the long-running Lincoln cent series, first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of the birth of Abraham Lincoln. The obverse front of the 2000 cent features Lincoln's right-facing portrait, originally designed by Victor David Brenner. Above Lincoln's head appears the national motto,
"In God We Trust," symbolizing national faith and heritage.
To the left of the portrait is the word "Liberty," and to the right is the date 2000, along with a mint mark if the coin was struck outside Philadelphia. The design is simple yet powerful, emphasizing Lincoln's calm expression and dignified presence. The reverse back of the 2000 cent displays the Lincoln Memorial, a design created by Frank Gasparo and first introduced in 1959 to mark the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. At the top of the reverse appears "United States of America," while the Latin motto "E pluribus unum" is positioned above the memorial. The denomination 1 cent is boldly written at the bottom. A unique and fascinating detail of this design is that the statue of Lincoln inside the memorial can actually be seen between the columns, meaning Lincoln appears on both the obverse and reverse of the coin, one of the few instances in U.S. coinage history where the same individual is depicted on both sides. The 2000 Lincoln cent was minted at 3 U.S. mint facilities: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D mint mark; and San Francisco, S mint mark for proof coins. The Philadelphia and Denver mints produced billions of coins for general circulation during the year 2000, reflecting the continued need for small denomination currency in daily transactions. The San Francisco Mint produced specially struck proof coins intended for collectors, featuring sharp details and mirror-like surfaces. These proof coins were included in annual proof sets and are often preserved in excellent condition. In terms of composition, the 2000 cent is made of 97.5% zinc with a thin outer coating of 2.5% copper. This copper-plated zinc composition has been standard since mid-1982, when the U.S. Mint changed from the earlier solid bronze alloy due to rising copper costs. The coin weighs 2.5 grams, has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters, and features a plain, smooth edge. Because of its zinc core, the coin can sometimes develop corrosion or bubbling if the copper plating becomes damaged, which is common in heavily circulated examples. From a collector's standpoint, the 2000 penny is generally common and usually worth only its face value in circulated condition. However, uncirculated coins with bright original red luster, graded as red or RD, can command a modest premium, particularly in higher mint state grades such as MS66 or MS67 proof. Versions from San Francisco are more desirable to collectors, especially those graded deep cameo or ultra cameo for their strong contrast between frosted designs and reflective backgrounds. Error varieties such as off-center strikes, broad strikes, doubled dies, and plating errors are occasionally found and may carry additional value depending on their rarity and condition. The year 2000 also holds symbolic significance as the beginning of a new millennium. Making the 2000, Lincoln sent an interesting piece of transitional era coinage. It represents the continuation of a classic American coin design that remained in use until 2008. Just before the special 2009 bicentennial, Lincoln designs were introduced. Although modest in value, the 2000 1-cent coin remains an enduring symbol of American history, honoring Abraham Lincoln's legacy while serving as a practical and familiar part of everyday life in the United States.